And before you ask, no, I don't celebrate no 4th of July. It's a hokey so-called holiday. How can you claim yourself to be free when you can't get reparations when you're in a land that doesn't acknowledge you, which still has police racist soldiers that still, you know, doesn't properly acknowledge you. You just still having black first. That's not a state of union. That's a state of divide. And though they broke from the UK, when they go to war, who's the first country they align themselves up with? You know, if you're going to have a celebration of something, let it be something that would unify. There's no unity in America with 3Ks. You're celebrating a holiday of what? What are people acknowledging? What is their memory of? That flag has destroyed more lives than it has helped, especially if you're black. Because if you die for a flag that does a country doesn't accept you fully, and you're still fighting Jim Crowisms, and look at what's going running for presidents. Two archaic white boys who come on TV and still trying to appeal to black folks as if we're still on the plantation and as if you're still like, okay, you be good for the master and I'll promise you this. Everything short of reparations, everything short of inclusion, systematic institutionalized racism. How do you acknowledge a 4th of July? How can you claim freedom when you're not free? When the amendments aren't there for you to be free? When it's constitutionalized for it to be against? When they don't want to teach you properly in school? When you get 1 month out of a whole year, but yet you're born and bred in the United States and you want to talk about the 4th of July? Think about that for a moment. If you're free in a country, you're celebrated and acknowledged every day. If we're going to talk about FBA foundational Black Americans as a new term over African Americans, or however you want to call it, Negro, however term you want to call it, you can only be free when it's acknowledged free. And they don't do that. So when I hear old sellouts like Morgan Freeman and the folks up there be tap dancing and talking about, well, we don't really be master teachers is good. And we're not, like, you ain't free. Because American history is black history. It's all of it inclusive, but it's not taught that way. How you going to talk about 1776 and you still have plantations up to 1960s? And civil rights for black folks was only in 1964, 60 years. So how can you call yourself being considered a free country, a free world, when a people who were born and bred and you manipulate and use their ideas and innovations, etc., and they've only been so-called free in the last 60 years? Make that and make the country sound like you're celebrating freedom. What is your freedom? Because it ain't felt. It ain't real. It ain't felt. It ain't real. Can't have plantations. Can't have systematic institutionalized racism. And if you don't say that all your ancestors came from Africa, just how they treat you in America and how they treat you as a black citizen to try to take away your voting rights, to take who you marry, to take your school of your knowledge of your fundamental rights as a human being, your medical, how they divide, how they talk in a language that says that you, because you're black, how you eat, how you walk, how you talk, how you think, how you drive. That's not 4th of July. It's 4th of a lie. That's what it is. 4th of July is 4th of a lie. And you got to educate yourself and know the facts. Remember what I said. You ain't just February. You're 365, 24/7. That has to be institutionalized and implemented. It has not been constitutionally right. Therefore, though black folks are United States citizens and have every right, they are alien and foreign in the migrants' world of the United States of America, because you're only acknowledged. They tell you that you're constitutionally only acknowledged, just as they have your social security numbers flipped to know your identity. They've done everything territorial to displace you. The 4th of July is 4th of a lie. Please hit subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share if you feel like I'm out. Peace.